Hey everybody, my name is Kayla. This is my first YouTube video. I am working on the intro. It's a little shaky, but don't judge me. So, in this video you will find myself and some of my friends sitting around at a table answering questions that kids have asked me. Being an educator, they come to teachers all the time with just questions, advice, they need guidance, and just things out of curiosity. So I decided to gather some of my friends and we sit around, have conversation, answer these questions, and hopefully give good insight to students. And I hope it's helpful. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's get right to it.
The best of my love.
What's up, y'all? My name is LJ. I am an educator in the Houston area. And I'm here at the white table, ready to turn up.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kay. I'm a graduate of Texas Southern University, and I have my degree in sports management, and I'm an educator.
All right, what's going on, y'all? My name is Ashton. I graduated from Texas A&M University with a community health degree. I currently work in one of the hospitals out here in Houston as a health education specialist, and I also act.
Hi, my name is Tanya. I received my Bachelor of Science in Community Health from University of Texas at San Antonio. I'm currently working on my clinical counseling degree at Texas Southern, and I'm an educator.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Travis. I am former military, now student. I'm at HCC, and I want to be a teacher.
Okay, so the first question is, what are some good jobs to start off with as a teenager?
Wendy's, McDonald's.
Humble yourself.
Wendy's was my very first job. In Airport, too.
My first job was at Hollister.
My first job was in progress.
Y'all fancy, I wouldn't babysit. make some change on the weekend. Like,
Okay, babysit. $10
Babysit,
an hour.
yeah.
Mow lawns.
Yeah, that was, see, that's, times have changed. You
Yeah.
can't
So
just
bad.
go
You can't just
on
watch
like that
everybody.
no more.
Yeah.
I was like, mom was at a gas station because they had a 46% discount.
You know? 46. Yes, it was.
We did have asteroid back in the day. They didn't have that no more, so.
True. They got splash time.
Oh, yeah, that's last time. Those jobs are fun though, because you're able to like benefit from it. So if you like a, active person, you'll be able to.
Or Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, like,
You gotta have off at Wendy's now. Lunch. Well, I ain't have to worry about lunch.
do you think they should do something like that's gonna benefit them later in life? So like if they're thinking about like going into like maybe fashion merchandise, do you think it would be best for them like start off at somewhere like a Gossy or somewhere like Victoria's Secret, like you said?
I would say Chick-fil-A, because if you work at Chick-fil-A for a long time, you can own one.
Yeah.
Like once you go through the steps of like cashier or whatever to manager, then you can own Chick-fil-A. So that would be something beneficial in the long run.
And I think going back to what you said, like, a lot of times, like now you got social media. When I think of like my seniors and stuff, like a lot of them already have their social media going and stuff like that. So if you get a job knowing that, I'm working fashion, good little outfits together, go on my Instagram.
Market yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, that's smart. That is very smart.
The next question is, what would you do if you wanted to give up in life? Pray.
Right. Follow those leads.
Go to therapy, go to talk to somebody.
I mean, it could count for you know what I mean? They can say, like, they can eventually refer you to a regular counselor, like a mental health counselor, if it's something like that you can't get past.
Yeah, honestly, just having somebody that you can like confide in, I think
And
is very important. So, an adult that you feel comfortable with, you can talk to.
That's a really good question, too. How does a kid refocus on the kind of stuff that they want to move forward?
So I was like,
You gotta be self-aware, they're not like adults, like, I don't want to move forward anymore.
Yeah.
But kids are suicidal. So it's kind of like, you get to that point. When you get to that point, who can you talk to? So like you said, a trusted adult, because your friends, they don't really know. I'm not saying they don't really know how to help you out of a situation like that. So mainly a trusted adult, talk to them and pray.
and I think the hardest thing about that too, with kids, sometimes it's hard for them to communicate. So I think, if there's a trusted adult that's around, they might have signs and they might like notice something with their behavior. So it's kind of tough to kind of tell them to like, talk to someone, they have to be comfortable with them. So, that's kind of weird. So you're not in it alone. So obviously you just need to find somebody to communicate.
True.
It's definitely adult.
That's the hardest part though.
Yeah.
Finding somebody who you can actually talk to and confide in. Especially being, let's just say 13 or 14. That's already rough as it is at that age.
And them taking it serious, because sometimes
Yeah.
a lot of parents like, oh, they just want attention, but really they really do need help, and they really are seeking help. They just don't know how to handle whatever they're doing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
On a lighter note,
Quick to be already talking about that.
Oh man.
why do adults say it's their house, they pay the bills, but they want us to clean it?
I'm still trying to figure it out, y'all.
I'll let you know when I figure it out.
For real.
Yeah, none of us have kids, but if I had to guess, that's our only job.
What I
People stay here. Like,
Responsibility.
I mean,
you don't pay rent.
Like, look at it like that week they asked the question about the first job that actually is it.
That's your first
Because
job.
think about it, you do your chores. Mama, can I, can I go to this party, or can I get this new game? So I feel like all these new shoes.
Yeah.
You did your chores.
That's the curse.
Look at all the
Yeah.
dishes in that sink with 1/4 in there.
Dishes in there.
Like, in there.
My granny used to say, idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Oh, yeah.
So you ready to watch them dishes? Your mind gonna be out.
Something. You gotta do something.
It's all true.
Did y'all have to wake up on Saturday morning? and do
Man,
chores?
when you hit
They
music,
Baseball.
Oh my God.
We sleeping.
no, wasn't no sleeping.
What was the latest time you sleep in?
7. I got like
8 or
9.
9.
That music like to blast up, like get up.
Yeah, no, it was like that, like, and then she'll come right back, like you already, like, no, let me just get
I
up.
didn't know about that too. I'm talking about it.
I tried to be slick.
But like pine sauce.
Pine Sol. Cause now we got Fabuloso. Pine Sol for real.
And comedy used to sit in the tub.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all did it.
Y'all did that?
Yeah, I can't teach you.
You ain't had comedy?
Spread it and let it sit for a little while.
Oh my
You should
God.
tell it season.
Yeah.
That marinade in that too.
Yeah.
I'm dead. We got all this here.
Oh my gosh.
Why do adults demand respect from kids but don't give it? I feel like
I cannot believe it.
it's just a generational thing. Kids don't have respect for authority in general now, so I think it's just a respect thing coming up. Oh, like the person holding the camera.
Oh, okay. I have respect.
I
Okay.
feel like it's like that. You gotta give respect to get respect, but still, like, especially like, I'm looking at it from my students' perspective. It's always like, well, they don't respect me. Well, and I'm just like, well, if all these teachers don't respect you, like, what does it say about you as a person? Maybe start giving respect and taking that like higher road if you feel like you're being disrespected, and see how that like easily comes back as like respect towards you too. But it comes a point where an adult is an adult, and I feel like when we were growing up, it wasn't. I'm seeking respect from an adult. I have to respect the off the bat.
Because they're authority. Yeah.
So I think just times have changed. But you don't disrespect a child, but a child shouldn't just be walking to a room and demand respect from an adult. Yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all heard that whole thing. You know my mama, you know my dad.
Yeah, I'm a teacher. I done heard that, right?
Yeah,
I am your mama. I am your mama.
But just give them, because you're my responsibility at this point. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the next question is, what are some challenges you have faced in your day-to-day life?
Not strangling somebody's child. I'm joking. I'm really joking. Yeah, seeking more, I say, is mine. That's one of the things I struggle with every day. It's a daily battle of, am I doing enough? What am I supposed to be doing this? You sure? Like, I kind of like this, but maybe one more year, maybe not no more. Like, it's always a struggle of what else can I do? What if I start this business? What if I try to do this? So it's always a struggle of what else can I do?
Yeah.
I think for me, mine is sometimes being motivated in the season that I'm in. So it's like, you always hear people talking about respect the process, and it's just like, okay, well, you have to respect the process. So right now, it's like, okay, you know what your goals are, you know where you actually want to go in life, but like right now in this present moment, this is what you're doing. So you just need to make sure you're doing it to the best of your ability. So I'm like, sometimes it's like I do not have the energy, I don't have the motivation. I don't want to do this right now. This is not what I want to do. This is not my end goal. So I'm like, just trying to stay motivated in whatever season I'm in. So
But it's like those little small steps that lead you towards your vision and like
Yeah.
your goals. Like those little things become like routine, and you're just like you feel like you're stuck, and you're not really going nowhere fast.
Oh
But
my
it's
gosh,
like
you're preaching.
you know, look, you started.
I'm gonna tell you the whole time. Let's talk about that right there.
I think more for me personally is I went to the military before I'm in college now. So just me being like an adult and trying to be a student is just kind of, weighing on me. Like, I'm ready to get this over with.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start, doing other things. And so, like you said, same process.
And that's interesting that you said that. I was gonna say, do you think like the military kind of help your mindset like doing college now? Since the military knows so much structure and schedule.
As far as structure, yes. But as far like to the military, it was like a job.
Okay.
It was every day. Sometimes like literally every day, like being out to sea. There was no like off days. Like you literally going to work Monday to Monday. So it was like it was literally the same. So going from that just as like a worker mindset to kind of just trying to be a student, maintain, trying to study and all of this stuff.
Okay, so this is a pretty deep one. It says, why do Christians judge other Christians for having a good time? For example, going out, having drinks, and partying.
I mean, my only guess is like, sometimes humans can be judgmental. And, I'm not going to say they mean, harm or anything. But, when you see somebody else doing stuff, me, you got to be you.
Sometimes we get, like, to be fair, we kind of get a holier than thou compliment sometimes, oh, like, that was never me. Oh, like, well, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're out here drinking and they call themselves a Christian. Sir, it's not a immediate thing. It's like progression, not perfection. So it's like it's kind of like for sure progression, not perfection. But it's kind of like we act as though, or we forget. It's kind of like we have like amnesia, like we're like Christians with amnesia, like oh we forget that was us. Yeah, like don't forget before you were saved. Guess where you was at. Guess what you was doing.
But I also don't feel like salvation means you can't have a good time.
Exactly.
And I think older Christians are the ones who have a hard time with that, I guess, because Christianity has changed, especially from when our parents and grandparents were coming up to Christianity to now. Like, the Christian walk has changed. So just because we are going out and having a good time doesn't mean we can't say that Jesus is our Lord and Savior and we love Him and things like that. Like, if you know what love and like that's you're being alive and all that stuff.
And I hate that like, oh my God, now it's hard. God, He does. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day. So,
I was gonna try to say the whole thing about like the judgment. I think sometimes Christians tend to do that because I want to say like I don't know if self-gratification is the right term, but it's kind of like, oh yeah, well I'm in a sense I'm better than you because you out there doing that and I ain't doing it. I'm over that now, so that hump is like I don't do that anymore. So look at you, which is not a good thing. It's horrible. And then to go with the whole thing, like you said, God knows your heart, or knows our heart. I mean, think about it. The whole point of Jesus down on the cross because He knew we wouldn't be able to make it. With me and Adam and Eve, I'm gonna talk and I'll see them later because I'm still mad, bro. We might have a conversation.
I fuck with that comment. Christians in general, they want to force scripture towards you, but they don't want to show you their scars.
Yeah.
So they don't want to show you what, like you said, like what they went through. They don't want to talk about how they had to overcome these things and to get to where they are now. They just want to say, oh, I overcame those things, so now you're on that side and you're less than or you're whack and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I feel like with us, if we show the younger generation like this is what we do, but we also can love God, we also can go to church, I don't think it's a problem. But if we don't discuss the things that we're going through, depression, alcoholism, if you are molested or just whatever the case may be, if you don't discuss those things with kids, then sometimes they think that it never happened to you. So it's like you don't, they look at you like you don't understand. So we can turn it around and like, no, I went through that and this is how I got through it. And it was because of God or whoever you believe in. And now you can say, but I can still have a good time. I can still
say I love Jesus, go through things, and it's not. I'm not drinking because I'm going through something. I'm drinking because I'm over 21. I can do it. Period.
Like you said, the biggest lie is things I used to do, I don't do no more. No, that is the biggest lie. Things I used to do, I don't do as much.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest part of salvation. Okay, yes, I'm still saved, and I still sometimes may have a little slip back, but God still loves me, and I'm going to try. I'm going to try hard. I'm going to try to do my best. Like, I'm never going to be perfect again. I'm never going to be perfect, but I'm going to just try to do better. And like you said, just give that to younger kids and just let them know, hey, just keep trying.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
If you could change your career path, what would you change it to?
I want to be like Beyond and fix my life.
Beyond love?
Trying to fix boys' life.
Because I love that stuff and just like travel, helping people. Like that's what I would do. Like I would love, like that would be, if I could travel, and at one point I wanted to like work in music. You know,
Okay,
have like big clients. You know, like just be in the studio chilling.
Yeah, I'm in a studio.
What does she do? She can chill.
On Vibes where the dude just literally goes around, talks to artists, goes in the studio, watches their process, and like travels to different parts and like meets with rappers from those different parts. Like that would be like ideal.
Yeah.
Ideal, I'd be like Oprah. Have a bunch of different avenues and have people working it, and I'll just own it and make, just collect the check.
So you can
Really not doing nothing, but it's my name is on it.
I would definitely say entrepreneur. Just have avenues of different streams of income, just whatever you want.
And I'm still trying to figure out like.
No, I don't like the career path, and I'm just like, oh,
So
that
disclaimer,
gotta go
kids,
down
high school kids, college kids, just because you graduate high school with a degree does not mean that's what you're gonna do, because God can change your plan. You cannot like what you got into, whatever the case may be. Like, just because you sign that paper, walk across the stage with a degree in finance or business administration or biology, whatever the case may be, you can have a degree in biology and turn around and be a cosmetologist. Like, you never know what you're gonna do, so don't get frustrated because you can't figure out exactly what you want to do with your life.
A lot of flight attendants like
Bro,
That's been
I was thinking about that too.
Everybody been a flight attendant. I mean, it's cool. I feel like that's a great career for somebody that wants to travel, like to travel, and has a flexible lifestyle. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm on another flight today. It's cool. You know, I mean, if you like that, I say go for that, man.
If I go back to like right after I graduated,
Oh,
that would
like,
I would try a bunch of stuff right after I graduated college.
So
I'm
true.
still young, no bills, and I could F off a little bit. Now it's too late to catch me.
You make the wrong mistake.
It's the first, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's the first, and they don't care. My stuff will be on this corner.
Y'all see, got
and that credit will be ruined.
Ooh,
done.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm going to the other house. You got extra room.
Hang up on y'all.
I do have a question. I know it's kind of based off what y'all were just saying. It made me think about it. So do y'all believe like with the school system? This is not a real deep question. Y'all think it kind of prepare you for the real world?
No.
Because the reason why I say that is because like obviously the question is, you know, if we could change our career path, what would that be? I feel like honestly, if we had like if school was structured in a way that you can like kind of find yourself as well as like learn some of those tangible skills that you need, like learn how to budget, learn how to save, like things that you need. Because honestly, I think about some people like that I grew up with or people that were in college. You talked about like getting in debt, you know, getting refund checks and blowing it, and then now they can't even buy a house, or it's just certain things.
Tell the people.
So I definitely think it would be pretty dope if you know, they had more resources in high school, so that once you get in college, you know, you kind of have like you kind of know where you want to go, what type of path, you know. Yeah.
But that's what they used to. Like when they had driver's ed in college, when they had home ec, when they had I mean, driver's ed in high school.
Really honestly working with like some of my seniors, like I love them to death. Y'all watching this, y'all know I love y'all.
She love y'all.
But like my babies really are not all of them are prepared and have the mentality. Like they are literally like, I have to hold their hand through every single step. And like problem solving is not one of like their strong suits. And it's like it's not even just like a few of them. It's like a majority of them. And then when I actually look at like the previous classes, that's literally how like they all are. And I just, you know, and it's like y'all have YouTube, y'all got Google, y'all literally have everything at
They don't
your
use it.
fingertips.
That's
And I think that's
it.
but they're not equipped with that, like,
Yeah.
you know, in school. Like we're teaching to a test.
Yes.
And
that's
so
the thing.
literally they memorize stuff, regurgitated to a
It's
test.
done.
Data gets collected. Look how awesome we are.
Right.
Meanwhile, you know, we're
More than like
in your
half
senior
your
year and you don't know how to call an admissions office. You don't understand how to like ask for help and advocate for yourself and talk to adults and all this other stuff. And it's just like,
And I think that's the downfall of social media. They don't know how to communicate because they text, Snapchat, Instagram, and stuff like that. So they don't know how to have an effective conversation with an adult or with their peers. And
To ask for that help as
yeah,
well.
to ask for
like-
help.
So, that's what I'm saying. Like they are the generation of technology, but they don't know how to effectively use the technology they're given. I can give a project or an assignment, and they're like, "How do I find this?" Well, you have a computer sitting in front of you, so you can type in Google.com, and then there's a search. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
What do I do? And that really sucks with our next generation. Is a I'm stuck. What do I do generation? And we do have to be there to help them, but like you said, common sense is becoming the least common law.
Oh my gosh, that's
Now, like, we don't have to be helping because we're not really aiding them in becoming successful. I think that being an educator is kind of hard because we're like, oh, you got this test to take. And I think somehow that does kind of prepare them for the future because guess what you got to take in college? Guess what, like, certification tests. So tests are beneficial in a way. Now, do we have to get so many?
We should too.
But no, I definitely, because I went to the military straight after high school.
Yeah.
And like I got my first car, my first apartment, like getting credit cards and stuff, and I had no clue about it. Like doing my taxes for the first time, mama. What
Doctor's appointment. Mama, what's this insurance thing? How I do that?
What I put on the board?
What's the word?
What's the room number?
What's that W in front of the
Social
board?
security number, which y'all talking
And then with none of that knowledge, they're like, here's some loans. Here's some loans. Here's a
An
refund.
agenda.
I can get all this money.
That's an
Right?
agenda.
And then
You start buying
Let's put
cars.
you in debt. Let's start you off, man. So you can't even climb to where the rest of society is at.
What's something you hate being said as a kid? Wait, what? What is something you hate being said as a kid? Like, I know my students always hate when we say, like, I already been through 8th grade.
Been there, done that.
Been there, shirt and all that stuff, yeah.
What's that? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And what's the last part of it? I don't know. What did I hear my mom say?
Everything. Shut up.
It is like,
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
In the back, like when they walk away, you but
you ain't
all
got,
that.
you ain't got no wants.
Oh, you got some McDonald's money. That's it. That's the one. Because I guarantee my mom get in my car, but like, can you stop at McDonald's?
Do you
You got some McDonald's money.
I'm like, we got rice at home.
right?
We got rice at home. So,
Yeah, it's just too many sayings.
right?
What's something you hate being said?
You always. Always.
You can't close no doors in my house.
Oh, that's it. That's the one.
Don't pay for no doors in this house. Don't slam no doors. That's the one.
Okay, don't let you lock your door.
Don't pay no doors in my house. You don't pay no bills in here.
Because I said so. I don't like
Because I said so.
I don't either. At this generation, you can't say that. Like, if you want them to be open and available to come to you for things, you can't just be because I said so. Right? Like, it's like my niece.
Damn, Mom.
It does. Because my niece, like my sister's always like, I said so.
He on my road.
Right. And I'm coming to your room in a minute. I'm gonna bless you in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, my sister does that, and like my niece will come to me, and I'm like, well, I'll talk to her because the thing is, if you don't, then guess what? There goes back to that sex conversation. I don't want to talk to you about it because I says, hey, mom, what about this? We ain't talking about that. Well, why not? Because I said so.
Or you're not old enough. But
Why not?
if they're inquiring about it, then they're old enough.
Yeah.
To have this
It's clearly they
conversation.
heard it from somewhere.
Yeah, we gotta be that generation though.
Like not getting an explanation on certain things. So it's like now as an adult, I'm like, okay, I see why you did it that way.
Yeah.
But in the moment, like if you provide me an explanation, because a lot of that's how I teach. You know, like with my students, it's always like, okay, well, how do we arrive to this punishment? Okay, do you see this? Do you see this? Where could things have changed? You know what I'm saying? And just having that patience, like not having that.
Could y'all explain yourself in your end? That was called talking back.
I was gonna
Yes,
say,
sir.
I talk to us. I have to get it out then get smacked later.
I think it also depends.
But it depends on the delivery.
Yeah, I think it also depends on what it is too. If the child can be bad, just like stop being bad. Well, why?
Right.
How do you stop being mad?
Right. Well, what am I? First of all, I don't know. What is that?
I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
Oh, I hate. Why you whooping my
I'm
butt?
already crying. I'm gonna give you something.
No, I do this because I love you. I'm whooping you because I love you. You don't love me. Stop all that damn crying. Stop the crying.
We on that place.
Who was raised? Who?
I hate it when like I hate it when like my parents were wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And
And
you
they just
do
couldn't,
that
and they couldn't just like admit it. I don't even need to go apologize. I need to just be like, I was wrong.
Yeah, you can go away.
You can even give me like a my bad. But see, I learned about apology language. See, so my mom could do the same thing, but for me, my apology language is just for you to just admit what you did and tell me what you're gonna do next time. You know, what I'm saying? I don't expect her to do all that, but I just need her to just be like, you know what, I was wrong.
Like, I want to hear it. Like, I'm a words for affirmation type of person. So if you tell me that you're sorry, if we have to understand, like, you understand why I feel the way I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what you did was not wrong, but the way it made me feel was the wrong part. Because I'm never gonna tell anybody to apologize for what they did, because sometimes people don't know. But how it made me feel is what we need to understand.
Yeah.
So that's what I appreciate. Like you said, it's things like that transfer into relationships sometimes with a partner or even friendships.
Yeah.
That's the worst, to not know how to apologize and not know. Just to, like you said, you don't have to just tell me what you're gonna do next time, but at least just own up. Yeah, just own up. I mean, I've been having a rough situation at work with one of my superiors, and she stuff's a little out of control and a little unorganized. All I'm waiting for is like, you just be like, alright. It's a little crazy around here. It's a little messed up, but bear with me. Or, you know,
Communicate.
Just own up and then like validate my feelings, right?
Be like, I know it's been a little wrong.
I understand the intention, but what I'm telling you is,
Right, you
this
said
is
acknowledge
where you
how
have
you
me
feel.
messed up,
Yeah.
and so I just need to acknowledge that you have me messed up.
Oh, okay, so
And
I
we're good,
understand that
you
about
know?
that, and I'm so sorry that
That's just
it
the
made
thing
you
y'all
feel.
having, like apology language, like just like love language. It's like another one called apology language, which tells you. Yeah.
Why do some girls look for the wrong things in guys?
Social media.
Definitely social media.
It gives us this like ideal. Well, it's social media is really.
I think the whole relationship goals thing make you have expectations up here, but your reality is right here.
So they look like the Instagram, you know what I'm saying, the Instagram post, but they fall in love with the potential of what all this other stuff could be.
He said this before.
It's before after 6.
Hey, that's a really valid question. It's a really valid
Well, at this point, nowadays, you never know. I used to have this little activity where kids get to put like the sequence of how a relationship goes. And so we start off with like talking on the phone, sex, talking about having sex, like pregnancy, marriage. And I would specifically group boys, girls, and have a mixed group. Y'all.
I can imagine.
Some of them was like, get the number, talk to her, text, sex, date, marriage, pregnancy.
Dang. That's a hard question.
But then,
Why do it? It's not just
what is
social
the
media.
wrong thing though?
Yeah, that was what I was kind of like a little vague.
What is wrong?
Why do that's the wrong thing?
What was the question?
Why do girls look for the wrong thing in guys?
Oh.
But sometimes girls have a type. Because I know for me, growing up, my type came from MySpace.
The top 8.
First of all.
I'm sorry.
But you know, you don't see like what you were attracted to on Tumblr, like what the dudes wore, they swag, how they spoke at school, and then that translated into real life. That's the kind of guys that you like, but it became a cycle until you got older to understand like my needs and wants and the person that can validate those for me. but you won't know that till you're older. Because at this age, it's kind of about, well, not this age, but like middle school is about how you look together. High school is kind of about how you look together and do you love me. And then college is like, I don't want to get in because I'm trying to get this degree.
Yeah. Well, for some people they went to college looking for husbands.
Some people they go to college with their husbands. I know I wasn't finding that one.
Is it wrong to have a type?
Good
It's
question.
wrong. I think the older you get, it's kind of eliminated.
Yeah.
Because it gets old. You can't date the Trey songs for the rest of your life.
I think types turn into preferences.
Would y'all condone dating in like middle school?
I think it's all playful. I just don't like. I see some really serious stuff.
I'm
Like,
gonna call it.
yeah, I was like, it's
I see
like
some-
your little friend.
I've seen
Your little friend. Your little friend over there.
I've seen some serious relationships in middle school, and they're toxic, but they're
Yeah.
like,
Cause have y'all noticed that they're romanticizing like toxicity? Like they thrive
They like
off
the
of like, oh he gets jealous and so he be doing this, or the girls are getting the dude like, when we looking at her and the dude's like, cause she loves me, and I'm like,
Y'all really in the classroom for real. They do that for real.
yes, they like the jealousy, but they don't understand like the controlling and mental abuse. Like,
They get older, like, damn.
and that builds like a cycle, because then you think that's okay.
But then it's also what you see at home too.
That's
I was gonna say that's
Biggest
real.
factor.
If they see it at home, like a man talking to their mom like that, and their mom stand, or their dad talking to her like that, whatever, then that could.
Most of that stuff is learned behavior.
It is.
And I think that it's just maturity. Because, I mean, even with what you said, you think about like elementary, middle school. Okay, because I ain't gonna lie, I had a crush in elementary school. My first girlfriend in my head was first grade.
I think that's it. But, we can end off with one more. What makes you feel loved?
Wow.
So does everyone know their love language then?
I do. That's all.
I know my love language.
I mean, because honestly, like love language is just like you might rate higher in one than another. So I mean, I feel like at some point you agree with that. At some point you probably need.
I mean, to some degree, but I feel like mine was very, very high on 2, and then like pretty low on like 1 that I just don't care about. So, but you're right. Like I'm sure it fluctuates, or whatever. But if I feel like if I understand like my significant other's love language as well, then like I can also
That's the word.
think of that as, being like, oh, okay. Like even though I need quality time, yours is physical touch. They're more.
Even though I want to be alone.
Yeah, exactly. And so now so I also feel love. I'm going back to the therapist, so
That is a big thing because people don't understand that everybody is not loved the same, so they try to force what they like onto other people.
and you have that miscommunication, fights, all this other stuff, and all you need to do is understand that y'all not speaking the same language.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Same
what
emotion.
feel love is about understanding. That's the first thing I think it takes. It's a lot of understanding. Figuring out how that other person wants to feel. Because love isn't a one-way street.
I love when people take time to like really think about me and like plan something out, and like mine's quality time. That was like my top one. And I love that, and acts of service. So like when you can do something to make my day like easier, it's like, oh, I walked your dog for you. Hey, like I went ahead and like took the trash out for you. Little small things like that. Like tell me that you love it.
Yeah, love is for yourself. Like it's understanding that it's like again not a one-way street. So you're not the only person in this relationship. So you're just like, oh, me. With the other person, you're draining this other person because now they're trying to do so much to please you. I'm trying to be loved too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You have to understand that, like your girlfriend, your boyfriend is there to feel love as well. So like you said, knowing your love language and knowing theirs is always big.
Let me ask you this: would you rather be loved for the rest of your life or be liked for the rest of your life?
Would I rather what?
Be loved for the rest of your life or be liked?
I need to be loved.
By who?
Oh
See if you
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah, for sure be loved. Yeah,
Love for sure.
I love you, like.
really.
Like,
Now come on,
You
Kayla. Now you
have it now. Great. Tell us why we want to be loved.
Right. Nah, I'd say like because I feel like when you like somebody, you want to be around it. Like you want to spend time with them. You want
Like the perspective.
to like do things for them and with them. And to be honest, sometimes when you love something, you can love people from a distance. You know what I'm saying? You can, like I love you. You know what I'm saying? But we just ain't meant to be. You know, I don't necessarily like you. So sometimes certain things I feel like I definitely love you.
I had to sleep on that.
It's real though.
I like the
I
perspective.
think I would feel
The
so.
really thing I ever heard is like you like because and you love despite.
Look, hey, come back here.
You like because you love despite.
Oh yeah.
And so ever since I heard that, like I was like, to your question, like I rather be loved. You know what I'm saying? Because you could like me because
I'm doing all of this. You like me because, I got money. You like me because
Yeah.
any other reason. But if
That's
I
true.
lose
If
that,
you lose it, it's gone.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like then who am I to you without this thing? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I need you to love me despite like sometimes I have to deal with depression. So sometimes like I can't fully be the person that you made. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love me despite the fact that like. It's just so many things. Whatever those things are, I need you to still be there at the end of the day.
Right. So it encompasses so much.
Yeah, because God so loved the world.
Hey!
They was only begotten Son.
And whosoever shall not perish.
But have what?
Well, that's their life.
Can y'all make the God that liked us? Woo! Can you make the God that's like us? Because he might only like us in the season.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So
I like you because you're praying, but you're not doing that.
that was
So, like, I'm not really
yeah,
messing with you right
because
now.
think about it. We might like somebody one day. I don't really like you today, right? That's real. Love despite.
That's why you're here. I love you despite.
Don't be like that.
Alright, so that was
21 questions.
episode 1 of Whoiskayw Talk. So the premise behind this video is because the three of us are educators and we have students asking us questions all day long about life and how to get through life and just advice. So we're making a video for those students. So in the coming times, I don't know what to say, we're gonna be answering some
You just
questions.
introduced me because 3 of us are educators over the phone.
But to start the video, everybody's gonna introduce themselves.